This Old House magazine just releasing their annual picks for This Old House Top 100 Best New Products of 2014.
That's right. So we've got the man, Eric Hagerman. He is a special project editor at This Old House, and he is here with a handful of the coolest home products of the year. Eric, thanks for waking up with us, and what do you got to share?
Thanks for having me. Well, one of the coolest things we had on the list this year was this new infrared camera attachment from Fleur over here. If you want to demonstrate that, Alex.
Okay. So
it's basically an attachment that goes onto your iPhone 5 or 5S.
Okay, so you see the heat signature of Reynolds' hand.
You see his hand. You pull that away, and you can still see where his hand was. So what's great about this is you can find air leaks, water leaks behind the walls. You can basically see through walls with this thing. It turns your phone into an infrared camera. And the case is great because it's a fraction of the cost as a standalone infrared camera. And so what it allows you to do is basically do your own home energy audit.
But tell us about this home wireless sensor system.
So this is another smart home item. It's really cool. These are ultra low powered sensors for temperature and water, dampness. You put these around your house in places that you may have a leak or mold or something like that, and you forget about them. The battery lasts for 10 years because it uses the electrical wiring in your house as a giant antenna. And if you have a leak like down your water heater, somewhere where you don't look, washer and dryer down in the basement, it'll ping your phone and let you know. It'll say, hey, Wally sees a leak here.
So you put it in places where there might be a problem.
Exactly.
What about this guy? What is this?
So this is a air room purifier. Okay. And what's cool about it is you can control it with your smartphone, but it also knows what zip code you're in, and it'll change its settings based on like the mold, the pollen count for the day, mold, things like that.
And especially essential in the winter because you're drying. You've got much drier air in your home.
Yep.
Absolutely. And then what about these two items?
So this over here, this is a big ticket item, but it's great for this time of year. It's a mini duct heat system, and it's the most efficient mini split heat pump that's ever been created. It works down to -13.
This goes on the wall in your home.
This is the blower in the wall in the room that you want heated or cooled.
Right.
That unit sits outside, and you can hook like 4 or 5 of these up to this guy.
Wow.
So you put one of these in each room that you want heated or cooled.
As kids, Al and I were not permitted by our father to ever touch the thermostat. Are these easy to operate?
Each of these has a remote control. They're super quiet. They hang up on the wall inobtrusively, and they do a great job.
And we skipped. I'm sorry. What do we have right here?
Okay, this is like a super duper construction material. You can use this instead of plywood, instead of drywall, instead of backer board under tile. It's made of magnesium oxide cement. And if you wrap your house in this stuff instead of using normal sheathing, you're basically wrapping your entire house in cement, which is a great way, like a lot of contractors are doing that for extreme weather. It basically strengthens your entire house.
And what's the cost differential?
Well, it's definitely more expensive. It's about 25 bucks for a 4x8 sheet, which is, about 4 times what a normal piece of plywood is. But you put this in and you're only going to be putting it in once.
Wow.
It's waterproof, fireproof, insect-proof.
And owl-proof.
That's right.
And owl-proof.
I can't bust this thing up.